All right, so yo, what's up, Loxes? How you doing, man? How you doing? Does this show on the thing? It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. It's weird because it's ahead. Who cares? All right, what should I do today? Nah, first things first. I need to get my run back. My fucking run back. Because these stupid AI think they can just bully me, and that's not the case. I'm getting my salty run back. Stupid ass Uno game. I'm getting my run back. Y'all think this is a game? Look at they already starting bullshit, bro. They think they're gonna get me. Okay, they're gonna get me this time. It's just the first game, though. It's just the first game. It's just the first round. No, it's not gonna like too much. Can I, not like get cooked right now? Can we change the color? Are y'all working together? Like they're working together, right? Like y'all see that shit, right? They were working together on that. What the fuck? Y'all saw that shit, bro. Damn it. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. They're gonna change the color before it gets to me. You guys. I told you, come for that win today. Never come for it. Pizza. Look, they've been pissed me. These AIs they pissed me off. So now I gotta make an example of them. You see, that's all it is. It's like they low all three of them low key work together against me. I don't know what it like. They change the color all the time. It's never a consistent color. It's just like, look, they're about to let this nigga win. I can't do shit. Okay, it's blue, so keep it blue. Why the fuck would you see what I'm talking about? These niggas don't listen. Look, and now I'm getting hoed. It's shit like this. Okay, but first of five wins, so it don't matter. This is stuff that like okay. And about to say they're gonna change the color. It's fine. I say don't let this nigga win. Yeah, let this nigga win. Stop change, bro. I swear to God, like sometimes they just change the color because they can. That's not how you play this game. You change the color when you have to, not because you can. Like, what are we on about? See, look, they just did it again. Look at this shit. They're gonna let this nigga win, bro. Why the fuck are you like this? Okay, make it blue. Randomly make it blue. Or just make me draw cards. Great. Yeah, you guys are letting him win. Bro, let me win. What is this? Okay. Okay, see, like right now, I have to change color because I want to save my reverse card just in case they want to pull out some reverse shenanigans on me. See, like right now, like I'm gonna go for the 9 because I have a draw 2. And now the draw 2 can be placed, and they're gonna go reverse. Now I can go reverse again, and now the draw card. Great, great, feels good. Can we change the color? Something I have. Can y'all stop skipping me? What the fuck was that? Okay, now change the color. Bitch. Change the color. Thank you. Thank you. Gee, like, is that so hard to understand? Like, just work with me here, and I'll win. It's just that simple. Yes, make him draw. Good, good, good job. Good job. Good. Oh, it's okay. Can we keep it a color I have in my hand, please? Or can we put a number down that I have, please? 7? I have 7. See? Thank you. See, I'm being nice now, because eventually they're gonna fucking just randomly change it. So skip his ass. See? Thank you. Skip his ass again. Reverse. Hey, 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 hey! Why would you reverse it? It's like they know how to trigger me in this game. Constantly changing the color, and then like no, cause like there was a glitch one time on this shit where like I could see the hands, I could see all their hands, and I could see what they could play. They legit just changed the color every time they can. Like even if they have other colors they could put down, they just change the color, and I'm just like, why? Because what's crazy is whoever made this website or whatever, uh, that's how they play them. That's what that means. That's how they play Uno. They put cards down. They change the color because they can. Look, yeah, draw 2. Now you don't got it, and now it's cooked. Oh my god, that's okay. That one was on me. 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 Okay. See, it's fine though. It's fine because he's not gonna win. Yeah, draw 2 cards, bitch. Look at this shit. Change the color. Change the color. See, look. When I need the color to be changed, they don't change it. Thank you. See? Thank you for listening. I make it blue. I said blue. Make it blue. I said blue. Not blue. Blue. Shit. God damn it. Why they put it in a little corner over there, gang? Oh my god. Do I do it? I'm gonna do it. Fuck. Okay. Okay. That one was on me. I could have won that. But again, they put the fucking Uno button in the corner at like the smallest thing ever. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I have a somewhat good hand here. I can work with this. 1, 0, 2. Green. Revert. Okay. I'm liking this. Make it yellow. Oh my, I said yellow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see how they're trying to hoe me though? Like what are we on about? Boom. Hey yo, cut that shit out. See, look, I knew that shit was gonna come towards me. Look, I was ready. I stayed strapped. I stayed strapped, nigga. Damn, it's like y'all knew I had a blue. Damn, it's like y'all knew I had a blue. Damn, it's like y'all knew I had a blue. Thank you. See, look at that. See, just work with me, and everything will be smooth. Pause. See, look, you guys are working with me today. No extra nonsense. No, like, no bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Now I gotta draw a card. Put down this one. You change the color again for some reason. I don't know why would like why change the color? Now I gotta draw. Can y'all make it blue or green? Or green. Yellow? Don't let them win. Okay, them are green. Oh my god. Okay. That one was kinda on me, but still. They also could have done better. Okay. 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 Boom. Skip his ass. Skip yo ass. Okay. I gotta make it blue. Make it blue. Blue. Make it blue. Damn, it's like y'all knew I had a blue in my hand, bro. What the fuck? Really? Yeah, you guys have made it every color but blue. It's kind of insane. I win. Easy. That was easy today. No down to the wire. No epic comeback. You know, because I'm like that. You feel me? No, fuck all that. No, we're done. See, I'm like that today. I'm like that. We're great. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Um, okay, I would play Street Fighter, but obviously, I don't think a lot of people are vibing with the Street Fighter. So, I'm going to play some Pokemon today because I've been playing that and I want to like get on it. Yeah. Is it like is it game capture? It's probably game capture. Okay. No, it's not. It's not. We should have watched some Yuri. Y'all want to watch Yuri? I don't know if y'all like watching Yuri. Okay, so I can use Rock Smash now, right? I was supposed to get the bike, huh? Do I have a bike? I swear, like I don't know how the key items really work in this game. I do not have a bike. Okay, that's fine. I don't need no bike. I'm about to go to the bike shop. Bitch. Well, that's Electivire over there. Alright, only reason I want to play this game on stream because it's really a streaming game, to be honest. Like, you sit back and just talk to chat. Well, no, I'm kind of bored of what's it called? The Pokey Rogue and Showdown. So I guess just playing the actual game is just fine. Look here, Geo dude. Just die. What would you want to see from the next generation of Pokemon games? Okay, what I want won't happen, but I want more lore about like the older days of Pokemon. With every new uh region or franchise, whatever, it's always like newer stuff, like futuristic shit. We're never gonna go back to the days where like Legends Arceus, what I thought it was gonna be like, it was gonna show us more lore about Arceus and how like he came to be and stuff like that. We didn't really get shit. We got how it was back in before it was called Sinnoh, but it's not, how I thought it was gonna be, which is fine. But I just wish we got more lore on that older stuff. But I don't know. I feel like the next gen is just gonna be like kind of more like, I would say I want open world. That's a nice thing to have. Then one thing I do want is fucking voice acting, bro. Like, how the fuck y'all still don't got voice acting in the game? Um, Other than that, I don't fucking see a problem with what other people are having. Like, they cry and say like the graphics are bad and oh the game doesn't look good, and I'm like, nigga. First off, for me, I'm like, the game's not even out yet. Second, it's like, what do y'all want them to be? It's like they want Elden Ring graphics in a Pokemon game. Now I can understand like the animations and shit where like the Pokemon's just hopping and it's like shit like that is okay, but like the overworld, does it really matter? Where do I get Rock Smash? I didn't play third. I should have Rock Smash though, right? Where the fuck do I go? Wait, do I talk to the guy in there? I didn't talk to the guy in there. What do you want? Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like regardless of what they do, people are gonna have a problem with it. But for me, I would just want something playable. I'm looking this up because I don't know where it's at, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes looking for a fucking agent. So yeah, open world. Uh, Voice acting. Uh, a dope legendary slash mythical with actual, no, not even legendary, mythical with actual lore and like cool shit with it, not just, oh, it was bullied or it was here. Yeah, like Zoroark. What the fuck do we know about Zoroark, bro? Not a damn thing. It's in Mauville, of course. It's in Mauville. Remember, kids, talk to everyone in every Pokemon game. Talk to everyone. Yeah. I also want some new typing. That'd be cool. Last time we got new typing was what, I guess technically we got the stellar type, but let's be real, that's probably never coming back. To this house, it can't be. Oh, this. So yeah, maybe like a new typing. I feel like they only introduce typings when like they need to. Cause like back in 5th gen dragons were running the meta and all that shit. Same with fighting types. So that's why they introduced fairy to like counter both of them. So maybe a new typing. Maybe a new typing would be nice. See, what I was going to say before new typing, I was gonna say I want new like typing combinations that we don't have, like a dragon bug, brown fairy. Like those would be cool. Bitch. Yeah, so shit like that would be nice. Bop. Damn, they just gave me all that TM. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way, nigga. Bobby champion. Move, nigga. Everyone here with their little starters and shit. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know where the fuck I'm going now. I have no idea. I do not play 3rd gen like that. Let me go back to this. Well, we don't go back to support, but damn it. You go this way? No, there's only yeah. You gotta surf this way, which I don't remember that being there actually. Where do you go? Like one patch will get you a mine, regardless. My nigga brought Drapion to that fight. He was not playing, bruh. Nigga brought Drapion. Bro is not playing. Alright, back in Mauville. Oh, I gotta go up. I gotta go up. My dumbass. Of course, I run into a Pokemon. Let's go then, chick. Can you shut the? Next time, don't have a Marrow game. Don't hurt, don't hurt, don't hurt, don't hurt, don't hurt. It's not gonna hurt, it's not gonna hurt. We live that, we that, we that, we that, we that. Okay, you cannot fucking miss. I'm about to swap out. Dumbasses and all the fucking land attacks. Like, you're doing too much, bruh. No, you don't need iron defense. You need swords dance. That bitch tried to get me. I saw that shit. Gotta heal up the gang. No sleep gang. No sleep is so ass. It sure is helping a lot of grass types in this game. It's not that remember that many. Battle me, bitch. Why do you live, man? Just die. I'm tired of y'all niggas just living. Huh. I wish I could speed this game up. Your trainer. Bro, they keep putting the ability come out like early. And I keep thinking he has like water absorber or some shit, bro. Hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself. Yeah. You not do that? Okay, can you not have sturdy? Thank you. A pneumo? A pneumo. Trash. I thought pneumo was good. I don't know what the level cap is. I don't really care. I'm dead. Ah, psych. I thought. Alright, fuck. No, get away from me. I'm gonna look through the decks, cause I'll be real with y'all. I do not like no Owen Mons like that. Should have called it Nkata. I should have. Yeah, no, I made the game too easy. Okay, well, we're gonna 100% catch this right here. I guess we can go here. Alright, let's get out of here. I have strength, but I don't think I can use it. A horde of pneumos? You're a aroma lady. Bob? Bryant? Is this Kobe? With a pneumo? I really wish I could speed this game up. God damn. Yeah, we can't go down there yet. Battle me, bitch. Cool trainer with your Whelmer. Are you a cool trainer? You got a Whelmer. You're not. Can't be that cool with a Whelmer. Bulldoze. I was thinking of going out into what's the name? Does Whelmer normally get that? He has to. No, this isn't like well. It's not like this is a ROM hack where they just give Mons moves that they should know. So I guess he learns it. Yo, I'm debating if I should evolve Skirmish. Doesn't I have that chest though, maybe? I got crit. Sorry, no, I didn't wake up turn one. Wake up the next turn. And then fucking rest again. Okay, no, we got lucky that time. We got lucky. They giving niggas items in this game now. arrow. I need to go look at my box. I think I already have a Shroomish or a Brazen. I don't want to skip this trainer. I don't want to skip the trainer. Earn her little Wingle. God. Yo, mom, fucking crazy person, bro. I think mine has Hypercutter too, which sucks. Yeah, it has Hypercutter. I mean, what's its attack stat? 50? Not even that high. Timid nature. Okay. I think it is. Soda. You find wild slugbers on this route. What type of shit? Slugma should be like a mon you find like when you're. I was gonna say lava surfing. Lava surf? That's from that one run. That's from that one game. Lava surfing is crazy. I went down there because I thought it was a fucking item. I could H him. I'm gonna try not to fight any more trainers. So if you just don't want to fight. You little. Ooh, I almost called you the ER. Ooh, you almost got. Hmm. I could have waited, but I didn't want to. Bird Keeper Kobe. With a swallow. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me look them up. Yeah, he already has 4. So I can evolve mine. That one's for like... Oh my god, why the fuck are there so many trainers on this road? Do I need to go down here? Why does everyone have a fucking grass type? Jesus. Bubble beam? You're gonna fucking bubble beam me? Of course I miss. Of course I miss. Just die, you stupid rodent. Oh no, looks like I lost because I suck. Why do you live in the middle of the route? This bitch just gave me a fucking low-tad doll. I'll take it serious. Ooh, they're trying to give me different. I'm not trying to fight no trainers right now, low-key. I don't know why. I just don't want these niggas, man. They have no fucking life. Why are you just on the route just standing there, bro? What are you doing? Like, damn, bro. He's dead up just standing there waiting for kids to walk by him so he could challenge him to a battle, bro. Like, what is he on, bro? Like, get a fucking life. What is you doing just standing there, man? My god, like, come on, bro. Like, what is that shit, man? But still, bro, like, why you just standing there? Ooh. A crit doesn't kill you. Fire blast? Hey, yo. I'll go for water pulse on your bitch ass. Because water pulse will kill you. They just had me register anyone in this fucking little. Uh huh. have to go through this. You're talking about how many people I fought with this same exact team. All right, come on, let's go. Come on, now let's stay lining up to get walked. But, okay, let's get it. There's a fucking Geodude who's gonna have fucking sturdy, who's not gonna die in one hit, who's not gonna hit himself in confusion or even get confused, because that's just how shitty of a. Oh my. God. Okay, at least you have a Numo. Bruh. I can't escape from a wild Spinda that I'm fucking 10 levels above. No way, someone fell for that and shot, bro. Yeah, the whole ass Lucario, man. My question is, where's your poison too? Yeah, 4 Pokemons, bro. Ice Fang. Why? It's not stab, bro. It's not stab. Why you not down? Oh, my attack was lowered. Let's see what electric can do. That did literally nothing. That was super effective, by the way, y'all. I did no damage. Alright, well. Yeah, we might lose this. Because, like... I probably could have healed that. Of course. Well, I guess we're gonna start heal spamming. So I don't want to walk all the way back over here. Oh. We got poison heal. Alright, Electric. It's all to you. You're no damage having ass. I glitched the game out again. I don't think I did. Can you stop poisoning? Damn, nigga. Unless we're gonna walk all the way back unless we get a crit. Alright, looks like we're walking all the way back. Great. I'll tell you one thing, no way that fucking go back that normally has fucking no way it normally has Mega Drain. No way in hell it doesn't. No fucking way. I refuse to believe that. That's some Drayano shit, man. I don't say how I don't know. This game obviously it's modified and shit, but like still, no way. You can make the game somewhat harder, but come on, don't make it like obvious. You're trying to counter certain shit. You know, in Hoenn, everyone's gonna pick fucking Marsh or pick fucking Mudkip. I don't mean give every fucking Pokemon and every team a grass move. You know what I'm saying? Make it hard, not don't counter what I can do. It's not gonna go all the way the fuck back over there just to fight again. It's like, what the fuck? When did Electric evolve? I guess I can just go here, right? 26, nigga, damn. Okay, no, I'm not. I should, but I'm not going. Can these niggas leave already? Why don't I eat those? I want to eat something like actual food. I'm walking extra far back now. He has an Articuno following him, bro. Leads off with Miney at this time. Okay, unless he has fucking Fire Fang, which he probably does, should be fine. Thunder Fang. Lava Boom. Happens a Flame Burst. What did he hit me with? Okay, even unless it's Solar Beam, should be fine. And Mud Shot should kill it. Oh, it doesn't. He has what? Is it White Herb? Is it White Herb or Red Herb? One of them gets rid of fucking the charge time. It's in the sun anyway, so it don't matter. Okay. Okay, can we live one at least? Or what? We can. gotta play doctor real quick. Hold on. Oh, the Houndoom. He has 5 on. Okay, that's dead. Jesus. Yeah, Houndoom. And a Minina? He 100% has another fire type. Yeah, 100%. I know he does. The fuck, we all know he does. You know? Really? You're gonna get sacrificed here. Of course, the berry. You're faster. Fucking 6 levels above. Jesus Christ. I feel like he has a goal bet. So we can't lose this again. Of course you're gonna fucking crit. I'm using a fucking revive. I just saw we had them. I fucking knew you had a goal bet. Bro had 5 fucking months. All of them evolved. Takedown. You go to level 30, you want to learn takedown. Fuck no. Nani? Okay. Do you heal me, Grandma? I'll take a lava cookie. Chat. I gotta play doctor some more. Hold on. I didn't see her right there. I thought it was a person. Like a player. Like another the grass type. Here goes the Mega Drain. Okay. My niggas, I need some food. So we're gonna watch something. Okay. Let me go get some food because there's some shit we need to talk All right, so I do not know what is going on right now with the whole Corey extension situation at all. That's why we're gonna watch some videos, kind of going into it, kind of like understanding what's going on, and not just jumping into shit and be like, "Oh my god, it's whatever." So let's see what's going on and what is really happening. Okay, but let me go get some food first. Food, food is number one. Okay, never mind about the food. So let's get into this video talking about Corey extension.
Let me just go straight to the freaking point.
Okay, hold on. Let me put put that as normal. Okay, so on the screen, I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start. Just that familiar weight on my chest while the
Because
world keeps applauding someone who's never shown up for me.
I'm watching Corey Kenshin forever, bro. Listen, straight to the freaking point. I think we all know the allegations that it's pulling up. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you want to see all of these allegations, you're gonna have to go on this channel right here, whatever. Go on this page on TikTok.
You talk about devotion, but you act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fool a lot of people, but not me. When I met you, I was um, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself after going so long without it. I had this love and nowhere to put it, but for a moment, your attention made me feel seen, like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore.
And go through all of that. Here's my thing now. Here's probably my biggest thing. This video right here. Here's probably
Okay,
my
what's the
biggest
channel
thing.
called? We're gonna Panda Ninja. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I don't hold on. Who am I this time? TikTok. Nah, cause if y'all do not know, Corey Kenshin is probably one of the people I've known for a while now. People used to compare him to me, and if y'all do not know, he's actually my sensei. He's taught me a lot of stuff, whether it's been true or not. Uh, we're gonna see this through. And I'm not gonna be one of those people who just blindly lead into one camp and not hear the other side out. No, we're not doing that. That's not what I do. What I do is I don't take sides at the start. I sit in the back waiting to see how things unfold and who is actually telling the truth. You see, I barely typed in Panda and she's already at the top. So, from what we are seeing slash hearing, um, okay, let's look at this TikTok. Okay, so dear Corey X, I want to turn this on. I didn't want to do this, but I do not owe you and my silence anymore. There is no clear way to start, just a familiar way on my chest while the world keeps applauding someone who's never shown up for me. Okay, we read this. I was never a part of your world publicly. I made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. You talk about devotion, we read that part already. You met me, I was on my lowest, we read that one too. Even writing this now has me crying so hard. I barely breathe breathe. The pain still living in my body like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried so much in silence. You ghosted me not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. Anytime I tried to speak up, you twisted it into something wrong with me. And while I sat alone replying every word, breaking myself apart, just trying to make sense of it all, just trying to make sense of it, they were out here calling you a positive role model. They never know. They'll never know how many nights I cried quietly into my pillow trying to convince myself it wasn't that bad. It's just I wouldn't have to admit how deeply it broke me. You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient. When you wanted something, when it was easy. But when I needed care, support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished. That was your punishment. Silence, distance, disappearing like affectionate. It was something I had to earn. Like loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things you could sell and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. You made sure your absence cut deeper than your presence ever comforted. God damn this bitch. And the worst part, that kind of damage takes effort. So congratulations. And then came the subtle jabs. You once asked if I wanted to know how much you made. I said no because I didn't care. I never depended on anyone. I worked hard my whole life and made my own money. But still, you made me feel small for the job I had. I was a disappointment just for not living up to your standards. I never asked for your money, your platform, your help, any of it. I didn't want what you had. I just wanted to be treated like I mattered, a like a human fucking being. But even that felt like too much for you. It probably bothered you that I wasn't impressed, that I didn't melt your image, your ego, your self importance, that I saw right through you and still gave you the chance to be real. But that version of you, the one who couldn't actually care, he never fucking existed. How many fucking pages is this? And then you came, then, and then came your one grand fucking gesture: flowers, candies, a teddy bear, and a card. The first thing you ever bothered to give me, the last thing that felt remotely real. The card said, Nami, the way I feel about you is real. You are so wonderful, so gentle, so kind, not to mention sexy. I miss you and hope this puts a big old smile on that pretty face. That it felt like maybe finally something was different. For a split second, I let it crack my armor. I let myself believe you. When you called that night, I poured out a heart to heart and said I made a lot of mistakes, but you were never one of them. I fucking cried because even after everything, I still wanted to believe you were capable of being good to me. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. I already knew where you were going. You told me that part. but you never said who you were going with, so I assume it was your family. That's how it always was with you. I never really knew what you were doing, just whatever pieces you decided to share. All I did was ask calmly, the way anyone seeing someone would. I'm not the type to pry or get jealous over nothing, but when the details don't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me. You said it was your sister, got defensive. I wasn't arguing. I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. But your reaction said everything, even if it really was your sister. The guilt always slipped out before you could cover it. You always gave yourself away, and then you ghosted again. Nigga, how long is this shit, bro? This is part one? My nigga, I need to get my food. Hold on. I need to get my food, bro. It's in the microwave. Hold on, bro. What are we. What the fuck? Okay. You know what kind of pattern does someone? It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness. It makes you think that if something feels good, it's probably a setup. That was the real you, not the sweet, funny persona you flash on camera. Just a selfish, image obsessed coward who cared more about looking good than being good. You couldn't even say, stay in the same room as your own consequences caught because accountability doesn't get likes, right? I spent so long asking what was wrong with me, wondering how I could show up with my whole heart and still not be enough. Trying to be softer, quieter, easier to love, but the truth is, I was never asking for too much. I just kept pouring into someone who never planned to give anything back. You knew how badly I wanted to be loved, so you breadcrumbed just enough affection to keep me hoping and call me crazy for wanting more. And still, I gave you the benefit of the doubt every time. I let your excuses rewrite the truth, just so I would, just so it would hurt a little less. I held your chaos like it was love, because that's all you ever offered. I kept handing you chances, kept trying to make sense of the hurt, kept believing maybe there was something good in you worth holding on to. The part of me, but everything that part's on me. But everything after that, that's all on you. That's all you. There'll be a part. This was just the beginning. Part two comes late tonight, and it only gets heavier. Okay. So far, what I'm getting is I'm guessing this may have been his girlfriend. Obviously, some people keep their relationship secret, especially big YouTubers. Read this shit. So who texted me? Someone texted me. Okay. Okay, so based off that first one, I'm guessing that they were together. Obviously, it was a private relationship. Nothing wrong with that. But when it seemed like she wanted more and more. Obviously, certain guys want less things than other guys. Obviously, want more affection, less affection. Doesn't matter. It depends on the relationship. But at the end of the day, if you don't feel like you're wanted or needed or whatever, you should leave that relationship period point blank, regardless of who it is, what they give you, anything like that. If you're not comfortable with anything, you should leave. That's what I'm getting from that one. But she's building it up to seem like there's more to it than this. So, who the fuck boy is texting me? What do you want? All right. Okay. It gets worse. I don't even want to assume how many fucking pages there are in this shit, so I'm gonna get a little bit of. I don't. Bro. I swear, people try to say the most random shit for me to say on stream, bro. I swear to God. That's what that was. They were trying to get me to say that on stream. Okay. Where it gets worse. And then came the Xbox messages. It wasn't even what you said, it was how casually you said it. Like nothing you've done had ever left a scar. Like you hadn't already shattered me once and just gotten bored. Oh, she got actual message. Okay. Okay, so what's up? You still you still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to what? That was a joke, jeez. Just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Like it was funny, like it was cute, as if the pain caused the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the fucking aftermath, all just a joke now that you were bored again. When was this? Doesn't say. It doesn't say the date. My chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised. Just furious. You still had the audacity to crawl back in like you were welcome. Like I let you ruin me again for your own entertainment. Okay. Regardless or not if he slid back in your DMs, I feel like whatever happens after this point is on you. Obviously, what he said, if he says something crazy or does something crazy, then that's on him. But at the same time, it seemed like at this point you had a chance to, get out of the situation. The block button exists, ignoring exists, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're still living with the dude, if you were, then you should have been moved out. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah. But let's just see. My chest locked up. Oh, I read this. You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful. Because you knew I used to let you in because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft. Because you thought I'd be too broken to bite back. Because I you wanted me how? Or like how I've had you? Like in a relationship type of way or something else. Something like that. Something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy, I know. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. But I guess it was. Bro, you changed your profile pic a lot on Xbox, huh? That wasn't the same. Okay. But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant it was. I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. Nah, I mean you were, but that's not all you were anyway. Doesn't matter. You're with someone. That's not how it felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, it was something I just didn't do with anyone. You wouldn't have let me fuck you again. No, I wouldn't. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone. Double bummer. The difference, the difference between you and I were, the difference between you and I though is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was, um, I don't know what that could have been. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I know. Never mind. I figured out. I'm not just saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know I told you that I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Did you hear yourself? You knew I'd survive SA. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body, and you used that as leverage just to remind me how far you've gotten. Throw it in my face like I should be flattered. And she brought up the fucking part. Yeah. She brought up the fucking part. Not he didn't really bring that up. You didn't want me, you wanted access. The version of me who froze when things felt wrong, who kept forgiving you because I thought love was supposed to hurt. When I pushed back, you got defensive. I don't know why I'm lumped into that category. Fuck you. You put yourself there. You crossed lines you had no right to. You knew exactly what you were doing. Then you tried to backpedal like everything could be undone if you called it a mistake. But it wasn't a mistake. It was you being you. Backpedal. You were never used for sex. I needed to make sure you understand that I loved you. I said, like I said, didn't have my shit together. You loved me. How is that possible? Then you had the nerve to say, I loved you back then. I just didn't, I just didn't have my shit together. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. You had every tool to be a decent human being, and you still choose to be careless with someone you claim to love. I didn't have my shit together either, but I still showed up with heart and with honesty, with care. I never used my chaos as an excuse to mind fuck someone else. But I guess empathy doesn't hit the same the minors when the mirror's not pointed at you. Because if someone can say I love you after they've already destroyed you, what the fuck does love even mean? And if anyone else is reading this, I want you to really ask yourself something. How d- how would you feel? Would you keep making excuses for him? Would you still tell yourself it wasn't that bad? Because I did. I did for a long time. I held it in while everything held him up. What makes it worse is how many people still praise you. How many people don't know who you really are? How many built their platforms just by orbiting yours? And while all that was happening, something else started happening to me. What would you do if the nurse called your name and the moment you sat down, the world stopped making sense? Oh my god. Getting heavy, y'all. Okay. You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound's already gone. No tears, just shock. Like your soul stepped out of your body and left you alone to hold the news. Heart slamming against your ribs, tunnel vision, thoughts collapsing under words, and outside the paramedics make sure no one's there to catch you. You're isolated, terrified, too stunned to tell more than a handful of people because you barely believe it yourself. You walked out knowing your life was shattered, yet yet somehow you still have to keep walking. I reached out to people not for comfort but for closure because when when you survive trauma like mine and you're forced to face the possibilities that your story could end near early, you do what feels right for your soul, whether anyone else understands it or not. So I reached out to you. I didn't reach out because I was weak. I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. And what did you say? That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. Wasn't just cold. That was fucking cruel. It hit harder than the diagnosis itself. If that kind of cruelty comes easily, were they ever human at all? Okay, I'll be real with y'all. Obviously, someone's going through something. Don't obviously try to be nicer than this, but at the same time, some people like me. If you tell me something crazy, like something sad or something like depressing, I don't know what to tell you, especially on some random shit. Unless you're like my girlfriend or my mom or like, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Then I'm gonna feel like, oh shit, oh damn, like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus. But if you're like someone I don't text, and judging by how she was talking, that this was like a while after, um, come on. Okay, obviously what he said was messed up, but still, it's weird how we're on iMessages again. But yeah, some people like, especially like, I recently had an event where someone just like said, "Oh, I'm dealing with this." Randomly. Like I was just chilling, randomly just hit me up to say that, and I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, okay, like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not go tell a doctor, go tell a cop, you know, go tell someone that can actually do something about it. You know, don't ever like, don't come with me on that shit. And obviously, that's messed up. That's not how you should deal with that. But at the same time, it's like some people, that's how they are. You know what I'm saying? And for the way you were kind of like moving yourself from him, you shouldn't have even messaged him back. I lived, and when I came out the other side, I wasn't alone. I was held by people who loved me with no agenda. That's what healing looks like. That's what love actually is. That was the moment I realized who you really were. That was the moment. You you knew my fucking story. You knew I already been through hell. You watched your own mother go through it. You saw what it did to your own family. You felt what that word means. The fear, the fight, the way it rips everything apart. You said it anyway. So what's so what the fuck was your excuse? No questions, no compassion, just a joke? Because anyone who can witness your pain and feel absolutely nothing was was never someone with a soul to begin with, heartless. Even after I cut the cord, I couldn't breathe because you weren't just a person I left behind. You were a name on the internet who wouldn't let me forget. You were still everyone's favorite post, and no one knew what it cost me. Your fans kept showing up in my DMs acting like they had insight, but they didn't know a damn thing. And of course, there's an N. There was N. She found me through your Xbox friends list, checked my profile, saw my IG bio, and followed me, but I didn't know that yet. Just another gamer sliding in, nothing strange at first. And then one day she posted you on her IG stories, and something in me paused. Okay, so again, okay. Uh, Still kind of hard to really put a story together, but this is the last part, hopefully. So I asked, "Oh, you're a fan of Corey?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not." She followed up with, "Why?" It came up like a curious question, like maybe she knew more than she was letting on, but I wasn't about to assume. So I kept it short. We did it, it didn't work out. I didn't realize how. Okay, I think we're good now. They listened, they removed the part about me. That's when they clarified they weren't trying to come for me. They were trying to warn me. And they were calling in out. They didn't have my full story, but they knew enough to see that you weren't good to me. And somehow N knew it too. Before she even before she ever even interacted with me. That's when things started to click because it wasn't new behavior and had done this before. Turns out she had a reputation in your space, though I didn't know that then. I was still assuming someone, especially you, might step in and shut down the chaos. The account eventually explained their full intent. They wanted the truth out about you mostly, but also about N for the cruel, manipulative shit she was doing in your community, inserting herself into the lives of the women you were connected to, digging, meddling, then twisting things. N messaged you directly, tried to paint her own version of the story, one where I was the problem and you were aware of what was happening, but you never asked me what was going on, never checked in, never even questioned why your name was suddenly tangled in quiet, quiet drama. You just watched it unfold like it had nothing to do with you. And not long after that, one of your close friends, Brandon, someone who had never acknowledged me, suddenly started watching my Instagram stories like clockwork, like he was assigned, like you were waiting to see if I'd finally speak up or finally speak. Okay. No apology, no courage, no just surveillance. And although I hate drama, and this was never something I wanted to be a part of, especially when I was minding my own damn business, I just felt like a sign to push I didn't ask for. Maybe, and just looking back, I'm grateful because of that. I met the other women you hurt, one by one. I got introduced to more of them, women with stories, women with messages they never sent, women who saw the same patterns, the same affection when it benefited you, the same withdrawal when emotions got real. Blame always shifted into the other person. For the first time in a long time, the weight I'd been dragging alone didn't feel so heavy anymore. We weren't alone and we weren't broken, just convinced you were. They stayed quiet just like I did because they didn't think their voice would matter because it's easy to carry the pain than to explain it. But pain doesn't need permission to be real. Maybe I was meant to be the one to speak until they were ready to. They are not alone because everyone deserves that moment, the one where it's safe to inhale, all right, to exhale, to feel seen, to be heard, to remember they're real. This is my story to tell and theirs to protect until they're ready. Why speak now? As if timing ever made truth, as if timing ever made truth more comfortable, because I was tired of living like your name held more weight than my voice, tired of wondering if speaking would get me heard or destroyed, that second afraid that the second I said your name, people would stop seeing me and start labeling me, that the world would care more about protecting your reputation than hearing what you did, while I am, everything I built risks overshadow you. Someone told me to stay quiet, thinking it would protect me, but that kind of protection still hurt because it made me feel like the world wasn't ready to be heard. And truth maybe it still isn't. Maybe there's still side with you. Maybe they'll still side with you, but I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than staying silent to protect my comfort or their denial. This was never about revenge, it was about accountability. You wore kindness in public and cruelty in private, and silence helped you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my stories so you can keep your fake reputation intact. Why didn't I leave? Because fuck, I was human. Because I wanted to believe he wasn't as cold as he acted. Because part of me thought love meant fighting through the worst. People who love, people love to ask, why didn't you just leave? Like they never clung to the wrong person out of hope. Like they never swallowed their own voice just to keep the peace. But they never asked, why did he make it so hard? Why did he keep coming back just enough to confuse me? Why did he never let me go, but never fully choose me either? I didn't stay because I was weak. I stayed because I wanted to believe it would get better because I forgot what I was worth because I didn't know how much to feel like you're the issue. You start believing pains is what you deserve. But I'm not that girl anymore. Even soft snap, even soft girls snap when they've had enough, and I'm fucking had enough. And behind all that, life was fucking heavy. I was dragging pain nobody could see, trying to survive shit I couldn't even name. Let get let's get one thing straight. I didn't write this for you to believe me. I'm not here to ruin him. I'm not here to ask you to pick sides. I'm asking you to sit with the truth, even if it makes you sick. He hurt people, he manipulated, he discarded, he walked away, he cleaned every time. Walked away clean every time. I'm not the first and won't be the last unless someone finally asks. Unless someone says something. I didn't speak up for years, not because I had enough to not because I had nothing to say, but because I knew how this world treats women who speak against men with status. I knew I'd be labeled bitter, jealous, unstable. I knew his fans would tear me down before they ever tried to understand me. Because I knew people would stop seeing me and only see who I was connected to. You don't know me, but you don't know him either. You know the version he shows you, the one you once believed. You weren't there, I was. So if you want to excuse him, go ahead. But own what you're defending because now you're a part of it. You're not defending more stories surface. You've been warned. He didn't just hurt me, he hurt many. Your loyalty to him doesn't make you brave, it makes you blind. To the girls still watching him with hearts in your eyes, thinking you'd be the exception because you're different, prettier, more understanding, more his type, you won't be. He doesn't need a better woman. He needs to become a better man, and he won't. Soft, loyal, everything he claims he wants, and still it won't stop what's coming because he doesn't just hurt people. He men- he mentally chips away at them. He makes you question your worth, your memory, your tone, your reaction. That's not just bad communication, that's emotional and mental abuse. Now ask yourself this: would you stay if things got real? This. Would you stay if things got real, messy, vulnerable, human? Would he show up when there's nothing in it for him? Would he make you feel safe or just make sure he feels comfortable? Would he be there if your life fell apart tomorrow? You don't have to wait for proof. The red flags are already there. If you love yourself, leave now before you lose pieces of your mind, your heart, and your identity, trying to decode a man who was never meant to be held. Because no version of yourself, not the strongest, most beautiful, and most forgiving can fix a man addicted who's addicted to power over your soul. Find someone who doesn't destroy the person who love. To those who looked up to him, I know your experience may be different. Some of you found comfort in his content, maybe even hope when you needed it most, and I won't take that from you. But the truth I've shared here is mine. It may be hard to read. It may be even it was even harder to live through and write about. If this changes how you see him, I'm sorry for what that takes from you. But I couldn't keep swallowing my pain just to protect the version of him the world wanted to believe in. I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny it, some will defend him, some will twist it into something it is not. Because facing the truth is harder than holding on the version they were shown. People will say what they want. They always do. I didn't write this for them. I wrote this because I was there and they weren't. And that's the only difference that matters. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just truth. Okay? What's this? POV. You didn't know this was one of the videos. You looked back and realized he never cared, just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do.
Well,
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z. Where you going with this? I'm still on.
Okay.
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this literally with all my heart. This was never about defaming Corey at all. It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment that I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences like I did. And that's basically it. So basically, what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation as proof. This was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Corey. So please stop the essay allegations towards him. That is not true, and that's not what I said. There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content or other creators or whoever was trying to say something or do something. I literally said, and I'm emphasizing this because people keep thinking that this is what I wanted and this is not what I wanted. But I literally was not looking for follows or attention or any clout. I literally just posted it just from my experience and to heal from my experience. I just want to address the fake messages that have been going around or tweets or whatever it is that people are editing and they're fake. If it's anything outside my TikTok, they're fake. People are obviously taking that so they could bring traction to their channel. Um, if it's anything that I need to talk about, it's gonna be on my channel only, and that's it. I gave what I had to clear up the false allegations against Corey, and that content creators made up is not fair to him or me, because it was not about that at all. If it's not dropped on my TikTok, please, 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 it's not legit and not for me. Anything on Twitter pertaining to the situation at all is not legit. If you need to refer to my TikTok and it's not for attention, but literally to verify, I have no friends involved in this. It's it's my experience, y'all. People who claim to be friends, unless said by me, are just looking for attention. That's basically it. Literally making rumored lies is crazy to me because it's likely trolls and creators making this a trend. Like, literally, that's exactly what's happening. And people are literally editing, making false messages, fake accounts, and false claims. So please be aware of that. Please. I just really want to make this clear that
All right. Okay, so we read everything on TikTok. Let's get to. All right, let's get here.
I'm
This
still
video
on.
right here.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know,
Well,
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing.
Uh-huh.
Look, this camera out of my.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I usually would make a video like this, but because Corey is so inspirational to the whole channel, bro, I got to. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If this is true, tough. That's a tough one. That's a tough hit. But even if it isn't, it's still tough.
Yeah. Like, she can sit there and say, like, this was never really to hurt him or anything. Even just coming out and saying that, even if everything she says is fake, legit, if everything is saying she's fake, I'm not saying that it is. If everything was fake, that still puts that type of stuff on his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I kind of get offended when girls just automatically try to claim rape or I was touched or stuff like that, because that's going to stick with that man, regardless of who it is, how famous they are, what they've done in life, you know? Because that's like the lowest of the low for a guy, right? And to have that put on his name forcefully, even if he never did that, shit, the man who eventually might, I don't know, will cure cancer, if a girl ever claims she got raped, he's done. Forget what he did. Forget he cured cancer. If a girl comes out saying that shit, he's done. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, I think she claimed we just watched the video. This she didn't get essayed is what she was saying, but it's still just like regardless if it did, it's kind of related to that, and that's kind of what the video made it seem like. But still,
Because here's the thing that I don't know, like he's probably aware of, but like he probably is. But like
most
when
definitely.
it comes to the internet, bro, you're pretty much guilty until proven innocent. I'm not
Yep.
even gonna lie to you.
Yep.
He would have to prove that he didn't do anything, even if he said, like, even if he comes out and say, "Yeah, I was just joking." That's not gonna be enough proof for the community. That's not gonna be enough proof for the.
That's what I'm saying. He's cooked.
Who actually ever gets canceled? Still, these messages here, I read through every single one.
Same.
These here talks about him being, you know, manipulative, evil, blah blah blah, and then this one right here actually gets into messages with him. Now, my problem with this is, could this have been anybody?
That
now
is
we
true.
know that Corey is for sure. He obviously knows the girl. Was this him? I don't know. The problem with it though is he would have to prove that it isn't him, because like I said, he's basically guilty until proven innocent at this point.
I never questioned it if it wasn't him. I kind of just gonna go with saying that all it is. You know.
I know this is tough for the Corey fans out there, bro. This is tough right here.
Yeah.
You never thought it would be Corey, bro. You never thought, you know, you would see him in that position. I ain't gonna lie to you. You never thought you would see it. The thing about it though is, I don't see, and the thing too is, I don't see his numbers dropping at all. Like, because
it never will.
The thing about it is, it kind of just messes up his entire legacy until he can come back with a video essentially proving that he just wasn't some manipulative whatever. It's just gonna be rough. Like, he's still gonna have the same numbers, but it's like you're probably gonna see comments on his videos constantly just talking about how he did this, how he did that. And in one of these videos too, she talks about how multiple women have multiple stories of this man. Like, I literally made the whole Shinobi because like a play on kind of like the samurai, because you know Corey, and then like that was like the whole thing. Like, that's kind of rough, bro. My biggest takeaways from this, the biggest problems that I'm seeing: one, the video; two, this. Wait, no, where is it at? This part. And then he made some kind of joke when she like came to him about having like cancer or something, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see right here. That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. Either way, regardless if it's real or not real, bro, it's not a good look at all, bro.
Yeah, but only thing I can really say that could defend him, I'm not defending him. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying what could be said, what probably has been said. I'm not defending Corey. I'm not defending this girl. Like I said, I stay on my own lane. This shit could be said, it can be talked about, but I'm going to stick to myself. So anyone who watched this video, do not sit there and try to make it seem like I'm automatically on Corey's side because, you know, I like Corey. Corey's taught me, you know. Stop that. Regardless if he said that or not. That seemed to be a time in the life where she wasn't talking to him and they weren't a thing. That's what it seemed like. Unless they were still together, then everything I'm about to say is ridiculous. If someone randomly that I used to talk to texts me right now on some cancer shit saying I have cancer, I'll be like, oh, well, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and... You're not in my life. You used to be in my life, but you're not anymore. Obviously, that's mean, messed up way of handling it, but that's just how the life is. That's just how life is, gang. That's just how it is.
I feel like we should definitely see what Corey got to say. He either got to make a tweet or a video. But the rough part about it is, no one expected it to be Corey, bro. No one expected him to be. Now, obviously, if this girl did go through that, that's not good, bro. That's not good. And then he would be an L-Mans. He would be an L-Mans.
Yep.
He would be an L-Mans. He would be. Other part about him, but so far from what I read, most of it is just about him lacking like any commitment.
Yeah.
And playing with her feelings because of it. Which, if you're looking at the video, I'm pretty sure this is around the time when, if you're looking at him.
Yeah, he don't got a full-on beard like how he did.
This is around the time he actually didn't even have like his teeth fixed or whatever. This was like 8 years ago, so this would have been like 2016, 2017 ish when they were together around that time. Now obviously we don't know when they broke up, but and 1 part 2. I'm pretty sure.
8 years ago.
I don't
God
even want to
damn.
go through it, but she said, he said, I guess he didn't commit because he had other stuff going on. She talked about how he had like money, money, money. Yeah, other stuff she's talking about. He has like a big ego. He has like a, what I'm saying, he's basically saying he's narcissistic, manipulative, all that type of stuff. Is that true though? I don't know, because what I gathered from the message, that it doesn't really say that in the messages. Also, I gotta say, even if he was those things, actually, it's possibly that he was previously a bad person, because as I saw before, this was approximately maybe 8 years ago, maybe, since they were together. So it's possible that, since then he's grown, matured into a better person, whatever. So even if he actually was this terrible person back then, is it possible that he grew and became a better person? I don't know.
Well, if he has become a better person, then obviously that's just like that's good. 8 years ago, 8 years can change anyone.
Like, from what I'm getting at, maybe, like, could it be? It could be. Because although I feel like what he's doing here is bad. I don't know if it was his intention to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if it was his intention to be like controlling or hateful or manipulative or whatever. Like, it's hard to say. But even though it's hard to say, bro, guilty until proven innocent on the internet. But yeah, man, y'all gonna have to go to like the OG, this TikTok right here, and actually read all the messages for yourself. But I do think we should still, like I said, it'll still be hard because like I can't really say if he did or didn't do it. Like, I really can't say it, bro. Like, it's hard to like.
Yeah.
But like, he would have to come with some real like evidence that he did do something for the internet to back off him, which is almost impossible. Like, you can't really have proof that you didn't do something. You know what I mean? Or that you weren't like being manipulative, narcissistic, whatever. You can't have proof of that. And then she talks about how like other girls gonna have stories as well of him. That's just gonna be even worse. Which, if it is true, once again, man's, and that's a big bummer, bro. I've been watching this man so long, bro. Anyways, yeah, this is probably my first and last video on this. Like, I just wanted, I had to. I'm not gonna lie, just because of what inspired the channel so hard, bro. I feel like I had to. Like, I couldn't just not say anything. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Y'all need to go on this thing here, and just read the whole thing yourself, because I just scratched the surface of it. Give my opinions out there. Let me get out of here though. Peace out.
Yeah. Like that's gonna be a huge yeah. All right, let's see if I can find anything else. This look like Kamari.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, bro. Why y'all trying to cancel Corey Kenshin, bro? Look, I ain't gonna lie, that if everything, bro, it was an old video, and I'm pretty sure.
I'm getting this out. Okay, my bad. My teeth are super fucked up, so like when I eat certain foods, they get stuck in the teeth. Yeah, it hurts.
sure it was all a joke, bro. Like, I'm not gonna cap. Corey wouldn't do such a thing. At least I don't personally think he would. Now, like, personally, I'm on Corey's side because there's no proof that I don't think, like, bro. This entire thing is confusing.
I'm gonna watch some videos in 2x speed because that's how I watch videos.
So last night, my entire timeline was jumping talking about a YouTuber named Corey Kenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy, but he is factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube. It appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines was when he was saying YouTube is racist or showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night, Corey found himself on the end of some allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming to his defense. So all the information we have right now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok, which she titles The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber, adding, "I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was." Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. I mean, just based on the sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit. She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Corey, and that he was hiding her from the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questions his religious acumen here. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. She goes on to say that Corey met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple times to the idea that he ghosted her, or that he emotionally abused her, and that when she needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they grieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that he apparently cheated on her in public, and then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. He goes on to claim that this was his sister, and she also says that this is when he stopped talking to her altogether. And then she goes on to say that this ruined her nervous system somehow, and over she questions his position as a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on, or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now, in part 2, we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently, they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress. Basically, it seems like after some time, Corey wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Now, she claims he did this spinning of the block because he knew he could still get her and that it would make him feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if it was a possibility. She claims, though, that he somehow threw the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past by someone else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex, and he comes back and says that this wasn't the case and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship, his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that she did not care about his money or status in the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case. A lot of times more money, more status, well, it brings in a lot more problems for someone, especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed with cancer, which is obviously terrible. She says she was diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer review ever," with absolutely no other context. We don't know what she said to him before that, how she said it, or how long it had been since they had even talked. Claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on. I mean, she's basically acting like he says, "Well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks," and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even—
I mean, even then, you have if they weren't talking like every day, then like, and it was just a random ass text. Legit, go kick rock. Like, I don't talk to you, you don't talk to me. Why should I give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're friends, but if you're not like, they weren't friends. You know what I'm saying? If one of my closer friends came up and said something like that to me, I would have been like more considerate and shit. But like, if it was a girl I haven't texted in like years, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer, which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up for her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully, and this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Corey was using other women in this way where he never truly committed to them but liked to keep them around. She goes on and on about speaking her truth and holding Corey accountable, really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was awful.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Legit, when you summarize it all up, it don't even sound that bad. Obviously, for a girl, going through something like that is a bit like saddening, trauma. It gives you some trauma, you know. Obviously, especially if you're in that point of your life where things aren't going too good. But still,
Yeah,
It
I
happens.
actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Don't worry about it.
Corey?
Yeah.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right on my face. I didn't do anything.
we saw this.
But granted, these are
Go with this.
Now, don't get me wrong, that was some weird shit he said about watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Corey said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Obviously, you see me fucking laughing with him in the video. You can't be that dumb to think that.
People are that dumb though.
Well, unfortunately, then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment, a nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on a TikTok trend.
Bacon avocado.
I dated Corey Kenshin, and he hurt me really bad, and I'm not the only one.
I mean, come on, guys, you cannot tell me that this isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge. I mean, at the end of the day,
Okay,
it
that
really
one
just seems like Corey was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, maybe some of them thought that it was something more serious, but either way, the guy did not do anything illegal. He had a fully consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok Live just last night.
Between me and Corey. Like,
Like,
the
oh
essay
my God,
happened to me when I was younger.
a whole
And
different
we're not-
person.
and it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that that he's saying something weird. Like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
to laugh. Like, we were like, that's something we both laugh at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I never said that.
I know, like, you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business, nor do I really give a shit if someone I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life. I mean, as long as he wasn't doing anything illegal or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around, or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit, or maybe
Yeah.
some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, because when I saw this last night, the way that people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did like the absolutely worst thing in the world.
Legit. When I first started seeing it, I kind of sort of ignored it, but I kept seeing it, and I'm just like, did this nigga, like, was he talking to a minor or some shit? Like,
So
what
it
was
seemed
going
like
on?
maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments.
No, that's
Nothing
generally
about
how
what
I'm
he did
seeing
here
it when you
screams like, oh, this
summarize.
guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about.
Canceled for what? Because he talked to a girl? Yeah. Did I? Okay. Yeah, like I'm not really seeing like why this is a okay. Obviously, to that lady, to that woman, it is a big deal. But for the general public, who really gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Not trying to downplay her experience or downplay anything she's lived through, but it's just like legit. He didn't do anything illegal. He didn't do anything, super fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And like he fucked her best friend, and recorded it and exposed it all. It ain't like he did that shit. If anything, it was kept under wraps. You know. Obviously, she felt like she needed to come out and say something, but at the same time, like, does it really help you anymore if you come out and say some things that happen in private?
This morning, I woke up to the troubling news that a huge name in the online space, Corey Kenshin, has had some allegations levied against his name. Allegations that Twitter especially have been losing their mind over. A woman known online as Panda Ninja XX took to her TikTok account to post several videos accusing Corey of the worst sorts of things. So today, we're going to go through them. We'll hear what she has to say, figure out if her narrative sounds plausible, and question where this leaves us. But before we get into this, let me state that right now, these are purely allegations. We've only heard one side of the story so far. As of the time I'm recording this, Corey has not yet responded. And considering that quite literally last week, a YouTuber called Skeppy was accused of a bunch of things that have since been debunked or have been proved as misleading, these sorts of things have to be taken with a grain of salt. This video is by no means me just grabbing the gavel and declaring him as guilty, nor is it me letting him off the hook and saying that he's completely 100% innocent scot-free. This video is us looking at the claims and seeing what they have to say. I do truly believe that Corey will respond to this, but for now, he hasn't, so we'll have to wait. In the meantime though, please allow me to fill you in on who Corey Kenshin is, because in case you've never heard of him before, he's actually one of the largest content creators on YouTube. Corey has 22 million subscribers on YouTube. For reference, Ninja, who is a household name in the gaming sphere, has 23 million, so he's amongst the upper echelon of YouTube's gaming channels, at least in pure numbers. According to Social Blade, he is the 39th most subscribed gaming channel on the entire platform. I'm sure that countless people watching this have seen his content or have subscribed to him in the past. His most popular content has tens of millions of views. I think I discussed him on the channel once before in my video about YouTube conspiracy theories, where he accused YouTube of having racial biases. That's at least where I know him from. Bottom line, this man is huge. He is undeniably one of the largest creators on the entire platform. But in the past day or so, an alleged ex-partner of his has taken to a TikTok to accuse him of all sorts of absolutely despicable behavior, such as love bombing, emotional abuse, manipulation, illness-related trauma, and potentially even SA. These allegations were made over 100 different slides on 3 separate uploads, and there was also an extra video uploaded, which we'll get to later. However, for now, I'm going to discuss the important details in chronological order as they happened in the uploads. I'll have these statements on screen, so if at any point you want to read them for yourself, feel free to pause the video. So with that said, let's discuss the allegations. To start off her statement, she first says that his man of faith persona is a lie. She claims that it's just branding for him. And while in front of the camera he's known as a devout Christian, he's a very different person behind it. She claimed that she was at one of the lowest points in her life when she met him. He paid attention to her and then ghosted her in order to teach her a lesson. She called this a calculated move, and then goes on for a few slides to essentially claim that he methodically manipulated her and wrote that he only came around when he wanted something, possibly alluding to sex. She goes on to claim that he's narcissistic, flexing his money and making her feel bad for the job that she had. One thing that she claimed quite a few times was that he kept her on the hook, giving her breadcrumbs to suggest that he could be a good person. So in one instance, he apparently apologized to her for not being the best partner and got her a few gifts. They reconciled, but then he might have cheated on her, and he apparently blew up in her face when confronted. He then ghosted her again, and this caused mental anguish on her. Once more, he kept her on the hook. He knew that she was desperate, and he kept her there because that's just the person that he is, at least according to Panda Ninja XX. So with this first part, it's quite tough to say how much of this is actually legitimate. I don't know Corey personally, and I don't know the person who's accused him. The very high likelihood is that every single person watching this video also does not know either of these two people. It's very tough to judge someone's character based on a single allegation, especially considering that A, there is no hard evidence to back this up, and B, the statement is made by an ex-partner of his who might have some sort of intention to lie or stretch the truth. That said, there is some alleged evidence in part 2. In part 2, she shares some Xbox messages where he says that he wants to fuck her life up some more. If these screenshots are legitimate, because they can easily be faked, it shows that he wanted to have a casual relationship with her, which she didn't seem to want. The reason why is that she said that she'd been essayed in the past. He said that he didn't know why he was being lumped into a category with the person that assaulted her, and one of the next slides reads, "You put yourself in there." In the next slide, she says that he crossed lines that he had no right to and knew exactly what he was doing. Now, while it's not overtly said here, I think that some people will undeniably interpret this as Corey also being someone that has assaulted her if he's crossed lines that he has no right to.
I mean, I feel like that would just be a decent conclusion, especially when you're putting it in like a riddle type format, you know what I'm saying?
Said, the post then takes a sharp left turn once the accuser reveals that she had been diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time where we get any sort of date anything, as she reveals that the pandemic is happening when she's diagnosed. She messages him to tell him that she's been diagnosed with breast cancer, and he apparently replies with this. That was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever. Now, the strange thing is that we don't see how she actually breaks the news to him, so what we have is a reply out of context. Panda Ninja XX said that this was the moment she realized who he truly was. This response doesn't sit well with me either. It's very possible that this lacks any context. For whatever reason, reason, she didn't include the message that she sent over, so we're just seeing the reaction. So maybe this has been manipulated to make him look like the bad guy, because we don't know what she said to him. But that's no way to react to someone telling you that they have cancer, especially over text. But she leaves part 2 on a bit of a cliffhanger by mentioning a woman named N, who she then discusses in part 3. So on to the third part. She wrote that N had added her, having found her through Xbox, and they had some civil conversations. She does note that she had an inkling that something was off. Then, an unknown Instagram account DM'd her and called N out. Apparently, she had a reputation in the community for inserting her in the lives of the women that Corey had dated, meddling and twisting things. She then claimed that a close friend of his called Brandon began watching her Instagram stories like clockwork, which to her was surveillance. She went on to say that she met several other women that had been affected by Corey. I would personally suspect that if these allegations are true, then over the next several days and weeks, we will see more women come out with their experiences. This is usually how these sorts of things play out. If you remember back to last year, there was the entire Shelby Grace thing with Wilbur, and then a bunch of other women came out with allegations against him, and then more people in the Minecraft community came out with their experiences with other content creators. One person usually breaks the mold, and then others will follow. That said, many of the final statements in part 3 are just discussing many of the common questions that she thinks that she's going to be asked. She clarifies that this is not meant to be a hit piece, it's just her truth and his. But then things get much, much worse. If you can remember back to the early stages of this video, I mentioned that she released 3 statements and also a video. Well, in this video, the two of them are walking down the corridor of a hotel having a conversation. And in this conversation, Corey reveals that he might have done something to her while she was asleep.
Still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was
What? Corey?
Discuss people's reactions.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now we have to discuss people's reactions to this because very obviously it has caused a rift.
Yeah, that may not have been like the best vid she could have used for what she was trying to prove there.
If you head to his most recent video, uploaded 3 weeks ago, the top comments are written by people several hours ago discussing the situation, and they have thousands of likes. People on Twitter are confused with what he meant about doing something when she was asleep. Many of them have been saying that they had a gut feeling that he was a bad guy all along. A lot of them have turned on him immediately, and it seems as though the allegations paired with that video are enough to sway them, regardless of Corey responding. However, others are skeptical to say the least. Some people think that Corey in this video is quite clearly joking. First of all, the woman is laughing. She doesn't seem to be too upset about it, and they've also asked the question, if Corey is being legitimate and he has actually done something to her while she was asleep, why would he incriminate himself like that on video? He can see the camera. He at one point said, "Get it out of my face." If he did do something heinous, why would he just admit that on tape? To a lot of people, something doesn't seem right. And as it now turns out, their skepticism may have been well-founded. So I'm recording this just as the video is about to be released, but I found an update that I had to include that might just throw a spanner in the works of this entire situation. So the internet has been in a frenzy for several hours now, but I've stumbled across what appears to be a clarification. In her crypticness, there are multiple instances where it appears as though he did something illegal. The video that she uploaded where he said he did something to her when she's unconscious. The fact that at the end she says no permission, or saying that he crossed lines after discussing him being put to rest is going to make
we know that he didn't do anything. She literally said it herself.
And this very well could be the end of Corey X Kenshin. We'll just have to see what.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get off stream and make a video myself. Saying, son, you know, obviously I'm his student. I'm his